This Halloween,
Trust no one.
Don't fall asleep.
Send more brains.
Open the box at your own risk.
And answer the phone.
you ready? Let's go.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. So hop in the whip, let's ride the wave. Destination set where classics were born. So kick up your feet and grab the popcorn. Blockbuster movies that swept the nation. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Flix, the channel where I rewind to my golden age of cinema in an attempt to rediscover the classics that molded my generation. Today I'll be going over my personal top 5 horror movies that you should watch before this Halloween. This slow burn masterpiece influenced everything from the X-Files to the Among Us video game. If your best friend might be a monster wearing his face, what would you do? 1982's The Thing, directed by John Carpenter. The cast callouts are Kurt Russell and Keith David, amongst many others. An Antarctic research station digs up something in the ice, and it can proliferate with any living being. Carpenter turns a creature feature into a paranoia chamber with beautiful practical effects. Most memorable moments is the dog that isn't a dog, the blood test scene with white knuckle tension, the trust collapse under makeshift leadership, flamethrowers, and locked rooms. The outpost goes dark as they try to smoke out the imposter. A final ambiguous standoff in the cold leads to the perfect open ending. Watch this movie if you want to feel the dread of an ever-expansive frozen wasteland, practical effects, and a trust no one energy. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984, directed by Wes Craven, starring Heather Langenkamp, Robert Englund, and Johnny Depp. The film stars the antagonist Freddy Krueger, who turns sleep into his killing playground. Wes Craven fuses slasher rules logic, rotating rooms, endless hallways, phones that shouldn't be alive, and tons of original practical effects. Teens start sharing the same nightmare, where the lead Nancy chooses to fight in her dreams, utilizing the final girl strategy. Boiler rooms and bottomless bathtubs. Dreams versus reality bleed together micro-sleeps, traps, and unimaginable horror escalation. A final gambit to drag the nightmare into the daylight. This movie defined the supernatural slasher, jump-started Johnny Depp's career, and cemented Robert Englund as a horror icon. Watch this if you want inventive kills, surreal vibes, and the boogeyman in your REM cycle. So keep your coffee and eye drops ready. This is the zombie movie that thrashes the rules, literally. 1985's The Return of the Living Dead, directed by Dan O'Bannon, starring Miguel A. Nunez Jr. amongst others. Amidst all the punk rock chaos, a chemical leak hits a cemetery, and the dead run, talk, and refuse to die. This hilariously nasty movie snowballs into a series of horrible decisions, the perfect midnight movie madness. After a warehouse mishap, toxic gas escapes. The corpses won't stay down. Real human remains on set, cemetery birthday parties that turn into a full-blown siege, a bleak punchline that seals the satire. This movie codified the pop culture brains with zombies. With its punk rock aesthetic, Return of the Living Dead influenced a perfect horror soundtrack. Watch this if you want rowdy party energy, quotable chaos, and zombies that don't play fair. Laugh, scream, and repeat. Open the box and pay the price. 1987's Hellraiser, directed by Clive Barker, starring Doug Bradley as Pinhead. Not just a gore mythic horror, a forbidden puzzle box summons the Cenobites of pain and pleasure. Beneath the spikes is a toxic family drama, lust, and betrayal. The lament configuration is open. A man returns skinless, begging for help, eliciting favors, blood for flesh, deals made in the attic. Pinhead arrives, making rulings, solicits bargains, and delves out consequences. A desperate attempt to outsmart Hell's bureaucracy. Iconic creature design and world building spawned a long-lived franchise. Watch this if you want gothic elegance, body horror, and forbidden ritual vibes. Curiosity satisfied at a cost. Name the rules and still die trying. 1996's Scream, directed by Wes Craven, including an all-star cast. The slasher reborn as a whodunit. Well, even though the characters know about horror movies, they're still outplayed. Razor sharp, funny, legitimately scary, with immaculately paced key plots. The opening call is an instant classic. Suspicion spreads throughout the high school. The party where the rules are laid out, phone, closet knife, the perfect cat and mouse editing clinic. Mask off finale that lands the twist. This movie reignited the genre in the 90s, launched a meta horror wave in multiple cast careers. Watch this if you want smart, crowd-pleasing thrills with big yell at the screen reveals. Make sure the doors are locked before you answer the phone. And those are my top 5 classic horror movies that are must-watches before this Halloween. And after you watch them, don't be afraid to fall asleep. And if you are, don't call me. I see y'all when we get back to the flicks.
We're going back to the flicks, rewind and mix 80s flicks, family ties with the Netflix fix. Reliving those days with the little ones amazed in this retro wave. Old classics paved the way. Back to the flicks, rewind and mix 80s flicks, family ties with the Netflix fix. Reliving those days with the little ones amazed in this retro wave. Old classics paved the way.